This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. And just to let you know, I am Apostle Michael Davis Jr., Senior Pastor of the New Testament Believers Fellowship Church. And this video is to encourage you uh, to be able to go through the process of your healing and make it healing and make it on the other side of completion. But first, before we get off into the subject matter at hand, I want you to do several things for me. I want you to like our video, so give us a thumbs up. I want you to subscribe and then hit that bell notification button. So every time I come on with a new video, get that notification. And I would like you to comment and share and interact with me on our church channel. So if you could do that, that'd be greatly appreciated. All right. So we're talking about go through the process to completion. You know, the word of the Lord comes from Romans 8:28. And it says, "For we know that all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord, who love God, to the called according to his purpose." Everything we have to go through, there is a test. There is. Without a test, we cannot have a testimony. We cannot be more than a conqueror through Jesus Christ if we have not went through the process. The process is what makes us whole and entire and being able to stand the wiles of the devil. So in the process, you know, God takes us in his infinite mercy and he gives us our time to be delivered. And he slowly but surely shows us the mirror. Because the process for deliverance and healing is not quick, fast and hurry process. Sometimes it's slow and it's dependent upon the person that's getting the deliverance. And one of the things that is a boundary or obstacle to deliverance of self is the spirit of rejection and the spirit of fear. So when we're going through the process, the enemy will try to work on the mind. God said that I will keep you in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on me and trusted in me. So with the process, you got to be able to keep your mind and ask God to keep your mind stayed on him. Keep your mind steady. Keep your mind in the single thought process. Because if you are off, the Bible says that you're double-minded. And God is not going to deal with double-mindedness. So how can we halt before between two opinions? Either we're going to be saved or not saved at all. Jesus said that I'd rather for you to be hot or cold. But if you be lukewarm, or in other words, I just say you be Luke, he'll spew you out of his mouth. Amen, somebody. So go through the process of your healing and deliverance. And in your process, there is several things that are to do in order to be successful in your deliverance process. The first thing you must do is admit that you have a problem and that you need God and only God to deliver you out of that situation. The next thing, you, after you admit it to God, you may need to develop a lifestyle of prayer and begin to thresh out before God for deliverance. Now, some old people have their opinion. Our old saints said, well, why you doing all that crying? Why you doing all that crying? God ain't going to hear you with all that crying. The devil is a lie. Because if God didn't hear us with all that crying that we do, cry with tears with sincerity, God collects all our tears in a jar and stores them. And from our tears that we pour it out of our whole heart, God hears our prayer. He'll answer them. And the third thing, outside of your prayer life, you need to journal and write down your prayers, and then the document the victories that God has allowed you to take. Territory. You got to be able to document those things and document prayers that were answered by God in your process. And then the last thing you do in your process, when someone else is going through the process and they need help, uplift them and strengthen them. Because the Bible speaks of when you have gone through the process, and I'm paraphrasing, strengthen your brother, strengthen them. At least you all might be tempted yourself. So you got to go through the process, take those necessary steps, do it. When you do this, you be honest with God, God will deliver you from no matter whatever sin you've done. So it doesn't matter where you've been, no matter where you've gone, no matter what you've done in your life, even if you feel that you're the lowest low, God can deliver, heal you, and set you free, and make you whole again. Well, that's all I have. I pray that you have received this message and find you well, that you go through your process of deliverance and healing. In Jesus' name.